Let's fucking hit this bit.
Woo!
Chloe, your first time, get some nips out. Josh, you've done this before, fucking get it right.
What?
Let's go. Ready?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god, that's not...
Wow, fuck! G'day everybody, welcome back to the Boneyard Arcade Podcast. As always, I'm Lucky.
I'm Grimm.
Hello.
Hi.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You've not been, sculling beers before the podcast,
No,
have
we
you?
were supposed to go live an hour ago, so
We're
we started drinking.
1000% sober right now.
And I'm in this glass because we've been chugging beers, and it's easier to chug out of glasses than it is to chug out of bottles.
Yeah, I can't chug out of this. I started deep throating it and you're all like, ugh, you don't go deep enough.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
welcome back to another week of whatever the fuck this is.
What is this week?
I don't know.
It's It Week!
It's It Week.
But
Whatever.
first...
Whatever that was.
So this week, what I wanted to do was talk about It. I want to talk about it later, but we got
Yeah,
to
but
go and
what?
see the film.
Yeah, but what?
What do you mean, yeah, but no?
I was gonna
Fuck. No, yeah, but what? We went and saw it. Pull your shit together. Oh my god, this week is a write-off, I swear to god. Anything can happen, people. There might be tits. You
Josh
never
is
know.
whispering at Chloe for some fucking reason.
He wants the levels down because we're too noisy in the mics. See, look. Just under 5.
Yeah, I'll just push it
under
away.
5.
There you go.
Just under 5.
Oh my god, okay, so we went and saw the film
quiet for a
It. I need to put
Okay, no, we did that already. We did that bit 2 weeks ago. We did that bit. Okay.
Yep.
We needed absolute silence 2 weeks ago.
I got the gigs.
Yeah, I know.
I got the gigs.
Yeah.
The shits and gigs.
We went to see It.
Yes, we did.
It. Stephen King's It. Not It like, oh, I went and saw it. And people were like, what did you see? And I was, It. And they were like, what? What did you
You
see?
just want to tell those people that
Yeah.
eat a dick.
Fucking It. Like the clown movie. We went and
Yep.
saw it. The new one.
Yeah,
We got
yeah.
early access to that shit. And it was...
Ugh.
I'm not even going to say what it was because
We
we're
can't.
gonna talk about it later.
Later.
But before we go there,
Yes.
I wanted to talk to you about... Let's pick a topic. Pick a topic. Random topic.
What about the kid?
Random topic.
The kid.
Now we'll keep him for It as well.
Okay.
Let's talk about him
Scrap
later.
that. Move that away. Take that off the board.
There, that's gone.
No. I told Josh that we wouldn't fuck around with the
Josh!
I said a little.
That's part of our fucking thing!
I'm just gonna put knobs all over the screen.
I just want to be like, okay, so here's the game plan. And then the game plan comes up,
Yeah,
right? Of all
yeah.
the list of topics
This
that we're
is
gonna
our
talk
set
about.
list. Here's our set list. Make it bounce.
Now put it in the bin.
Now I'm pushing it Gabby's way. But
don't
now I'm
take
grabbing it and I'm pulling it this way. Josh, you better fucking do that right this week, I swear to God.
All right, what are we talking about, fuckface?
Okay, we're talking about all kinds of stuff. I'm going to
Arcades.
tell you today.
Arcades?
Today,
Arcades.
well, look, before we jump into that, we're gonna
God.
no. I saw some shit today. By the time this airs, it's gonna be like 2 days later, 3 days later.
Yeah.
So everyone's gonna know about it because it's super cool. There is a dude in France, and he's making these chairs.
Yes.
They look like the top end of arcade machines.
Oh fuck! I was like, what is he talking about?
I know. I'm not
Like a
even gonna
dude
shit
in
you.
France. I didn't even click the link that I originally linked to you. I
Yeah.
was just like, oh my god, damn!
Yeah.
This guy makes arcade couches.
Yeah. So basically, he has made and he's digitally rendered these things. They're not real.
Oh,
Okay.
what?
They're not real yet.
What?
Yeah, I haven't seen a physical version. I've seen digital
It
versions.
looks so real.
But essentially, what he makes is the top end of this cabinet. It's, as you can see up here, it's got like from where the joysticks are
Yeah.
to the top.
Yeah.
It's got a particular shape.
Yeah.
Now, if you Google bar top arcade machines, they've got a particular shape. They're the same as what he is making.
Right.
He's turning the top of end of arcade machines into couches for people to use in their gaming rooms.
It's so cool because
Guess-
they look super retro.
Yeah. Guess who likes retro shit? Fuck off.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Hang on.
Hurry up.
Can I phone a friend?
Fuck.
Josh.
Josh.
Who is it?
Who likes retro things, Josh?
Is it Chloe?
Chloe just did this. Oh,
You're not on camera, you idiot. No one can see you doing this. Oh my god.
I see you, boo.
I
I feel like this is right up your bum.
Yes,
Like
yes.
you see the couches and you're like, holy shit, put it in me.
I am obsessing over these fucking couches.
I can't imagine why.
Mr. France has also revealed the dimensions of his build.
Oh my god, he's disclosed them?
What a dick. Because now Dan's just going to go to Bunnings.
Yeah. As soon as I linked it to you, you're
Yeah.
like, I'm making this.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And
Yeah.
you're like, no, I'm going
to
do
make this. He literally on his website, without making any physical form yet, I don't know if he's sold any. I haven't seen any, and he doesn't have prices anywhere. But he's got dimensions for what
they
size
even
they should be.
available?
He says you can order them. Yeah.
Tell him I need them. Chloe,
Yeah.
you speak French. Go tell him
We
that we
will-
need them.
We'll throw them out on social, like the links to the couches. They look super sick. And Josh, I reckon you could throw one here. Just one. You could probably throw one here.
Like fucking.
Make a note of it.
like
right here.
clockwork.
I don't know how many minutes in we are. We're 7 minutes, 12 seconds. Yeah, 7 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 seconds. Retro arcade machine couch.
They look really cool.
You can pick which one you like. They all look real pretty.
I'm
but put it
wondering
here.
what you would personally have if you got to make your own arcade couch.
I'm so like Boneyard arcadey at the moment that I might make a blue and pink one with pink neons in it.
It's so good.
But at the same time, I like my X-Men and my Ninja Turtles. So maybe
Get 3.
we'll do
Get 3. Get
Yeah.
3.
Make
Chloe
3.
suggests get 3.
Yeah,
Dan
so-
was probably thinking a fusion.
Yeah. I want to go down the path. Check out the picture. They are super cool looking.
Yeah,
So
I dig
I'm
it.
slightly obsessed with it. And it drove me into thinking about how retro shit is popular these days.
We
like-
say it all the time,
It
but
is.
it's so freaking true.
I mean, if you think about it now, in Sydney, we've got a place called Holy Moly.
Yes.
Back in the day, when I was just a young lad,
So how many hundreds of years ago was that?
at least 5:30. Holy Moly is a place that is a bar.
Yes.
They serve alcohol.
Excellent.
You can grab
Woo!
little nibblies.
Woo!
Every time you
Woo!
clink, I have to drink, right?
Yeah, right?
You clink, I drink.
That's good.
Cool. Holy Moly is a bar. They serve little nibblies, and they're a mini golf course.
Yeah, the name suggests
Holy Moly.
holy moly.
Yeah.
Or you shoot people.
And it's got a Simpsons themed fucking like hole in there, which is really cool.
What
their-
else?
their
like,
living
do
room.
they have a whole bunch of different like themed
They
areas?
do. They've got
Kinda
other
like,
shit. Yeah.
You know how you have mini golf and you go like pirate mini golf and everything's like pirate themed, and then they kick you out because you throw the club and you're not allowed to come back.
Yeah.
And when you're 14
Yeah.
years old,
You know
that's all you're
that
ever
that
allowed to
place,
do.
that place that you talk about.
It's shut down now.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's
They
gone.
Fucking flattened
Drove
it.
past it when we decided all of a sudden that we all fucking loved mini golf.
Mm.
I was like, oh, there's a place down the road from me, and then we drove past it the other week, and Josh was like, hey, that place is closed. And I'm like,
Dead.
what
Yeah,
the fuck?
they flattened it. I think they're building apartments there now.
Oh, it wouldn't surprise me.
Hopefully with mini golf holes inside. You never know.
If somebody, I'm gonna call every one of those apartments, and be like, do you have mini golf? And they'll be like, why do people keep asking?
Why are you
about
calling
mini
me? Leave me alone. Yeah, it's not gonna be mini golf anymore, which is
Yeah.
really sad.
golf?
But holy moly,
exists.
Holy Moly exists, and I looked at that and I'm like, holy shit, that's like an old thing, and they're grabbing alcohol and adult settings and mixing shit together. Things like Time Zone are coming back. Out my way now, we've got Time Zone opening up at our shopping centres.
We had a bunch of new
Malls
places
for
called
our American friends
malls. Yeah,
in the mall.
shops,
Yeah,
mall.
yeah. So we have Time Zone and arcade places opening up again. They
And
shut
things
down
like-
at one point because no one fucking played them anymore.
Do you remember Intensity?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got rid of it, and they were all like, "Oh, nobody likes arcades.
No one
Arcades
spends
for
money on
kids."
games anymore.
But those kids that used to go to the arcades and who used to love that shit have freaking grown up, and they have grown up money now. It's like people like you and me who are like, okay, I'm 25, you're 30, and I have adult money. What am I going to do with it? I used to love going to arcades.
Yeah.
Build arcades so
You
I
know-
can give you my adult money now.
You know what happens when the world takes away arcade machines and accessible old school retro video games and all that kind of shit?
World War 3?
You end up like someone who just builds their own because they're frustrated at the world that you don't have one for them to play on at places.
That's true. World War 3 is also
Yeah.
equally.
Well, that's also, yeah, well,
You
who
know,
knows?
that's gonna-
We're
that's
on the
like-
verge.
I don't
On
know.
the verge. But anyway, Time Zone is opening back up.
Yep.
And I said to Chloe not long ago, I was like, the best way right now for us to like monetize anything is literally go into a place that was a Time Zone or for our American friends, an old arcade. Just make a cover charge at the door.
And turn it into a bar.
Yeah.
Make
Open
it
a bar
adult.
inside. Get some fucking lights in there. Get some music going.
Yeah.
And just get people to pay cover charge at the door. Come in. They buy drinks at the bar, but their cover charge gets them free plays on the machines.
This is amazing. Why are we making a
Yeah.
podcast when we could be building
When we could
an
be like-
arcade bar?
Right?
Well, we're getting there. We got the alcohols and
The arcade.
What do
And
we
there's a
need
bar
now?
here somewhere.
Yeah, we need people to love us.
Yeah.
Come to Dan's room.
Yeah.
Come hang out.
We should just fill this room one night with a bunch of people.
$600 at the door.
Yeah.
Cover charge.
Oh, well, I need to build an arcade bar somehow. So
This is an
but
arcade bar.
if you were to, as someone who's 5 years younger than me, what would you potentially look at now and say like, oh shit, stuff's coming back. There's retro. People love retro shit. What would I do to cash in on that market now?
I look at things like bowling.
Yep.
Because I kind of grew up in the 90s. The 90s was like a weird in-between phase where like retro stuff isn't exactly retro.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like I missed the 80s window of a lot of things that were new and exciting.
Okay.
Whereas with the 90s they kind of went through and they were like developed more.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So I'm looking back at things that are even, you know, older than arcade machines. So things like, you know, bowling and playing darts and playing pool and things like that. Like I love going to strike bowling and getting drunk and then bowling. Yeah. Because I can't bowl for shit when I'm sober. I really can't bowl for shit when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
So it just makes it so much more amusing. So, but then there are things like esports bars that are opening up. One just opened up in Melbourne that is like, you know, predominantly esports. Like that you go there and you play esports and stuff like that. So that'll probably be the next best thing, I reckon. Yeah. Like proper like video games.
I feel like
VR
there's like two levels there of that kind of thing. They're like catering to the younger audience with the esports bars.
Yeah.
And then they're going, you know what, let's get mini golf and bowling and roller skating.
Roller skating needs to come back.
Another conversation we had, I was like, let's get a place that was like Skate 2000.
Oh, roller rinks, man. Goddamn.
Line the outside with arcade machines, line the opposite side with a bar. Open the roller skating rink up and just get people to come in and fucking rip that thing up.
We gotta stop talking about our business proposals on camera.
But how mad would that be? Like, that needs to come back. Yeah. I would rollerblade again.
I feel like it's so easy to look at it and be like, shit, yeah, that would be an amazing time. But they probably look at it and they're like, yes, the OH&S implications of this action is dangerous.
It's because the world is such a pussy now.
Local... Side story, totally unrelated, kind of. So Josh and I went to the shops this afternoon to grab drinks, obviously for the podcast. Can't do it sober. Kidding, I can.
Be delicate on the
table.
So
we went to the shops, and in a particular shops that we go to, there used to be these 3 horses, like statues of horses, and they were all in a row, and they were kind of like angular sculptures. Yep. Anyway, we went there, and they weren't there today. Okay. And Josh was like, "Where the fuck did the horses go?" I'm like, oh, I think they got rid of them because, you know, some kid walked into it or some shit. Like, you know, people kept walking into it. And he's like, that's dumb. You can't just take something away that's good because someone's too stupid to use it correctly. And I'm like, that is the problem with a lot of things nowadays. And that's where it comes back to kind of like the roller rink idea with a bar. It's like, you can't have this because there are going to be douchebags out there or dumbasses. Yeah. That just can't adhere
and they
to
ruin it
rules.
for everyone.
It's
fucked.
That's shit. So we have to have a no dumbass policy, but then that's discrimination and that's not politically correct. And then if you're not politically correct, then you're obviously a bad person and then you get flack for that.
It's fine. Every dumbass gets pads in a helmet.
Yeah, you get the dumbass corner. It's like, my friend Greg over here, he's a fuckwit. It's like, it's Greg, got you. Get your pads, 3 drinks, maximum. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. I like it.
And that's why, like, you look at trampoline places, they're open. They're kind of modern, though. Like, everyone's still, like, trampolines were great for kids. Yeah. I mean, like, as a kid, I used to wrestle on trampolines with my brothers.
Did you break your arm at any point? Did you break anything on a trampoline?
No. We were, like, quite good at that shit. We used to do really dangerous stuff, too.
That's shit.
Yeah, we used to do really, like, we would set up the kiddie pool, which had barely any water in it, with the trampoline that had barely any springs, and then we'd throw an inflatable raft into the kiddie pool, and then do swanton bombs. Which is like a front flip, like and we would like jump and then front flip and land on our backs into this floating fucking raft.
Who let him do this?
Well, I mean, my parents. You know why? Because I grew up at a time where people weren't so sensitive about, you know,
free range
safety.
Parenting. That's what it was called. Like when I used to go to the park with my sister and she shot me in the arm with a crossbow. Yeah. I mean, it was great.
Experiences.
I feel like I've grown.
Memories. Yeah. The whole fucking thing. But like you've grown from that. Now you know.
Exactly.
Not to shoot your shit with a crossbow.
Right. I don't know, man. I feel like kids these days. Yeah. But
it's so true though, and when you say kids these days, it's true because shit's coming back. Stuff's coming back. There was a while there where it disappeared. Yeah. Because the world was like, oh, piracy. Everyone's pirating video games, so we need to close down Time Zone because we're not making money. Oh. cinemas are going to suffer because of piracy. No, you know what? It's the fucking experience that
Yeah,
goes into it. And that's why
that's
Blacktown Drive-In is still open, because people love that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I still haven't been to the drive-in.
We need to go. And I've been saying it for so long.
Let's go see it.
Yes.
I would
Over
go
at the
see that
drive-in.
again.
Chloe, after we saw the movie, went to me, we cannot go to the fucking drive-in to see this. Because she thinks some dude is going to walk around with balloons and a clown suit.
She's holding up the cross.
It'll be me.
It'll be you. I know it'll be you.
I'll be that
She'll be like,
dickhead.
Chloe, I have to go get us popcorn. She'll be like, okay, babe.
Yeah.
And then you go, and she'll be like,
Come back being like,
This is a great time at the drive-ins. I can't wait for Dan to get back with the pop.
yeah. Yeah, floating and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of horror-centric type things, there's a
Yes.
dude on Twitter.
Adam
Have you been
Ellis.
following Adam Ellis? Moby Dickhead.
Yep.
Yeah.
I like his username.
Have you been following along with that shit?
Somebody tweeted at us. I believe it was Sarah Bear on Twitter. She tweeted and she's like, "Have you guys been following this?" And I'm like, no. And then I totally overlooked it. And then it came up on my Facebook feed. I'm like, this is that thing that somebody recommended that we look into. It is a dude who is on Twitter. He's a popular comic artist. Like, he does those funny, like, little strip comics
Yep.
and stuff like that. He is basically being haunted.
Cool.
And he is documenting the whole thing on Twitter.
Yeah.
And a lot of the shit is freaky, but at the same time, it's probably fake.
Yeah, I mean, look, if it's fabricated, then
It's good.
It's been a
fun.
good story.
I'm entertained
Yeah,
as shit
it's been
over
a good
here.
story.
I'm also stressed, and I was reading it alone one night. I was looking through it, and I'm like, I'm just gonna punch myself in the face until I pass out, so I don't actually have to worry about going to sleep properly.
I thought it was good. He became my train ride home's like storytelling
It
time.
was good fun to read, and
Yeah.
I wonder if there are people out there. I personally think that, you know, ghosts are probably real.
Yep.
Kind of in a capacity. I don't know what capacity that is. In the same way that people believe in God. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing. So I look at it and I'm like, it scared the shit out of me. And I'm like, that's probably fake. And then in the back of my head, it's like, is it though?
Yeah. You
It's
never know.
fake.
You never know. And
I was entertained.
I think it's cool because he's doing all sorts of stuff. Like, he's documenting it with videos. He's taking Polaroid photos.
That
He's
Polaroid photo of the hallway, black.
Yeah.
I was like,
so for context for people, he's basically hearing things outside his door, and he's assuming, or not assuming, but after having dreams and doing a bit of research,
wakes up with bruises
Yeah.
on his arm
He's
from where
l-
he's been dragged by something.
He's learning that it's a child with a dented in head.
Yeah,
it's
named
a mongoloid.
David.
He's a mongoloid. Like, the head's like fucked up and the eyes all
Yeah, so
and
he
shit.
basically had his head crushed.
Yeah, it's like
by...
someone's like
Well, the story was
bashed
that
this child.
he found out from the child David, dear David, that the kid was in a store and I think a shelf fell on him, and that's why his head was crushed in.
Interesting.
Basically, that's how he died, kind of thing.
That is interesting.
And so he's basically interacted with this, whatever it is, apparition, spirit, ghost, demon.
Sick Twitter story.
It's been good.
It has been good.
I've just been riding this high of horror that is just, because it's no secret that that's kind of what we are centric to.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
been
very
enjoyable.
much so. Just like the photo of the hallway. He has the same Ouija board as me. We need to use that. I think we were speaking about it earlier. We've been saying that we need to get that Ouija board out and set it up with candles. Make a video. We'll make a fucking video so people can see it. Chloe's still crossing her arms like she's on camera, and
A
people can see
Luigi
her.
board, Chloe. The Luigi board. Help Quidger!
It'll be great. It'll be good content.
I want a Ouija board.
Right up there.
How do you summon a Ouija board?
Well, I've got one. I bought it from the States.
It's a video. There's a dude who's reading out comments
Oh.
on Yahoo questions or whatever it is, and somebody just writes "Help Quidger," and I'm like, "What the fuck?
What? Yeah.
A Luigi board? Do you know a Luigi board? How can I use a Luigi board?" It's the same dude who did "Can U Get Pregante?" You know the guy who
Oh,
reads
that
out the
fucking guy.
That's great!
Years.
I
But
love that shit.
Jeez.
I was weighing myself when I was watching that video.
You're weeing yourself.
I wasn't even drunk.
You called this shit poop. You're weeing yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. This dude takes photos of the hallway, and you'll look at it through his normal camera, and it's fine.
It's lit up.
And then he'll take a Polaroid photo, and it's pitch black.
Now, fuck that. That is Nopesville. Fuck. Nope.
We're seeing it online, though.
Yeah.
The dude is showing us his Polaroids
Yeah.
via digital photos for the internet.
And he's recorded videos and stuff like that of like things falling off shelves and shit
Yeah.
like that, and like I don't know.
I like the story. I think it's fucking mad.
I'm having a great time. And
I'm
if people
always-
are like sitting there trying to debunk shit, like,
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
just
yeah,
let it
yeah.
play out.
I'm down for a good fan-made horror story. That works for me. Speaking of horror story,
Yes.
American Horror Story. You ever seen it?
No, I don't watch it.
Oh.
I'm shit at this. Just tell me very quickly. what you're gonna tell
Okay.
me.
So American Horror Story is what, Chloe? 5, 6 seasons deep? 6? They've started with like a family that moves into a haunted house, or a family that moves into a house that's got ghosts and shit around it. There's been witches stories. There's been stories about crazy circuses. There's been stories about asylums.
Hotel.
Hotel, which I didn't watch because I had Gaga in it. After I watched her perform, I was like, eh.
I heard she was alright.
I heard she was
Yeah.
alright, but they're tapping into celebrity, and I don't like it when popular shit taps into
Gaga's
celebrity.
weird though. It's like she got the weird side. to
Yeah,
her,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I
but
like
it just
that.
makes me feel like I'm gonna do it again. But it makes me feel like they have literally gone, you know what? We're so popular, we need something more to make us better. Hey, Rock, do you want to just come and get in on this shit?
Hey Dwayne, what you
Yeah,
do?
yeah, Dwayne, just come in and do the
Make the face. Make the
do
face.
the fucking eyebrow. You know,
Punch
like
some small guy
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then leave.
American Horror Story. I believe it's called Cult.
Ooh.
This is a new one. And to quickly, after what I read today, apparently it's about a woman who is suffering post-traumatic type stuff about the fact that Trump is in power, which is really interesting because it's all about current events, which is really cool. But at the same time, they timed it really interestingly because the whole season is about a cult of clowns,
Wow. Okay. Yep.
right?
Yep.
And this cult
Yup.
has come about because they feel it's okay to do so. Because there's a dude in power that they
Yeah.
feel like allows them to. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, how does the world work out so well in time with this season's release? Like,
Yeah, that's incredible.
But so this is about clowns. And I was like, I'm going to mention that today because we're talking about it. And there's a clown in that movie. But that comes out this week.
Yes.
American Horror Story. Super fucking popular series. This one's about clowns. So if you've got a clown phobia, you don't want to see it.
Watch it.
Watch it. Because it's going to be
Or don't.
great. You'll enjoy it like thoroughly. It's going to be really good. Season 7 now. There you go. 7 seasons in. And I can name 5 of them, I think, because the other 2 were shitty. I can't see from there.
I can't see
I got
anything.
fucking old man eyes. But yeah, so that's going to be really interesting. I think that's coming out this week, as well as a movie that's come out on Netflix. Little Evil.
Yeah,
So
you thought it was a series and you were
I
disappointed
did.
when you found out it
I was
a
like,
movie.
that would have been way better a series. So
It's one of those things where it's just like some things are just meant to be serious. Like, for example, I know it was last week's topic, but Death Note should have been a series.
yeah,
Like, they tried to cram way too much into a movie.
I thought that it was supposed to be a series when I
Yeah.
started watching
I
it.
did too. I
Yeah.
thought it was a Netflix series.
I was like, fuck, this first episode's long. It's like, what, an hour 40 or something?
Mm-hmm.
Why is this first episode so long? And then I was like, hang on a sec, it's just a movie.
Yep.
Why make it a movie? If you're going to whitewash the fucking show
Yeah.
and you're going to butcher their story, at least butcher it over a period of time. Don't
Yeah.
butcher it in one big fucking hit.
Yeah.
You know, at least give yourself a chance to redeem
Stretch it
yourself.
out.
Yeah.
Make it interesting in your way somehow.
Learn from your first 3 episodes of shit and go, you know what? People fucking hate this. I'm going to make another 6 episodes, but make them better.
The funny you should say the whitewashing thing.
We have drank way too much for this episode.
I was on Facebook this afternoon, standard, and just a post came up, and it was the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, and
Yep.
it was the Avatar movie, the Ghost in the Shell movie, the Dragon Ball Z movie, and the Death Note movie, and they were all shitty Hollywood
Yeah.
whitewash
Yeah,
versions
yeah.
of animes, and I was like, ha! Funny,
Yeah.
because it's true. They were
But
all shit.
you even get those movies about, like, I don't remember the name of it. It was like The First Samurai or The Great Wall or some shit where they use Tom Cruise as the samurai.
The Last Samurai.
The
I think
last,
it
not
was.
the first, the
How
last.
the fuck
Yeah.
was he the last samurai? God damn, Tom Cruise!
He's a
Get
white
the
man.
shit out of here!
He's a white man.
Get the fuck out of
He
here!
knows the way of the samurai.
Oh my god!
It's just the way shit works.
Suck my dick.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Let them do their own thing.
Yeah.
Make it amazing because they usually are. So.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just the way Hollywood seems to work, and I don't know if they like think that it sells better. I think it works well for them for Ghost in the Shell, which was a shit movie in my opinion as well, but it made people buy tickets.
That's true. But at the same time, why do you want people to buy tickets to a shitty movie?
Money. You spend money on shit, you fucking
it's
got to make
so
it back.
shit.
Yeah.
Make good stuff.
No,
Fuck it.
it's like,
Anyway.
But fan-made films are usually the best, and that's why if you go to YouTube and look at fan-made films, there are so many fucking good ones out there.
They're amazing ones.
Yeah.
We should make a fan-made movie. Debbie Does Dallas. Dibs.
All right.
All right.
Just get all the things that I can, all the props that
Dildos, like bag of dildos.
get the broomstick.
Yeah.
Should be fine.
I don't think I'd get very far on that thing.
I think we're getting to the point where we need to get Chloe and Josh on to give us their thoughts about
It.
it.
Because they're not particularly, like, they're fans, but they're not like, you know, junkies like you and I sit there and we're like, yeah, this is
Yeah.
fun. They get scared.
Yeah.
So we're going to have them come onto the show and tell us about their feelings on it.
Yeah, maybe just a little piece from them before we carry on like idiots about what
Yeah.
we thought about the film. So
Let's see what they thought.
let's finish this
Oh, God.
episode up. You gotta
Cheers.
finish your drink.
No.
You gotta finish your drink. You gotta finish your drink.
I'm going to puke.
We'll be
quit.
back with Chloe and Josh. My eyes are fucked.
Welcome back to the Boneyard Arcade Podcast. As you may have noticed, I am not Gabby / Lucky, and that is not Grimm. Would you like to tell us who you are?
My name is Chloe, and I am Grimm's lady friend, resident scaredy-cat, and all-round Harry Potter fact checker.
She even brought a few of her own little trinkets.
I'm a quaffinator.
And this thing. What is this?
It's a prophecy orb.
See, I'm not the only one. For the record, Chloe's the uncoordinated one, and it was entirely her who knocked the beer over all over the table and floor right before we started.
Yes, absolutely.
Look what happened to my beer.
Who gives a shit? You dropped it!
It was like a special treat.
And look what you did to it.
And
You
I
totally offended this beer.
I knocked over half
and I
of
really
it.
hope
It's
that the
all
people
over
who
the
made this
floor.
beer have not watched this video
Every
and just
time
seen how much you've neglected and ruined its life.
Every time I look down, I see my mistakes.
As long as you now admit that they're your mistakes. It technically does float. It just floats in the wrong way.
Oh, did anyone else notice this? How long's that been like that?
Can't see the logo.
Alright, so we're good now.
We're good?
We're back.
We're back.
Wait. Magic cut. Ready and cut.
Professionalism.
Look, can you see it? Right here. Stop it. You spilled one beer.
How did this get so off the rails? There's going to be a hard cut, and all of a sudden we won't be bright red and laughing our heads off. The table won't be covered in beer. The balloon will be fine. TV won't be showing a Samsung logo. Everything will be normal again. I almost promise. What are we meant to be talking about besides knocking over beers and just being generally bad at things?
Well, unlike our counterparts, we are very, very bad in the horror movie field. We involuntarily are invited, but still enjoy a good, decent scare. And we are reflecting on our experience in watching it. Josh, would you like to start?
Well, Jesus Christ.
Okay, how about first
Hard
and
cut.
foremost, how did you feel? So as a horror movie, obviously you need to be scared of the horror movie. And you and I are very good at getting scared. If Annabelle was any sort of reflection, you pissed yourself and I ran out of the movie.
Yeah, certain films really get to me. Annabelle did me in. The Conjuring did me in. The what was the other one called? The one we were talking about before with the nun, the thing.
No, Insidious.
That one, yeah, that wasn't great.
Sinister.
Yeah, that was. Well, actually, no, I think that one was okay. That one wasn't doing me in as much. But yeah, no. Certain horror films really get me. It was like a perfect balance because I was able to enjoy being scared and not constantly be like on edge and hating every second of it, wishing that I wasn't scared of it. And it was such a good film that I normally totally overanalyze everything, and I'm looking at all the cinematography because I don't know if they've told you, but cameras are kind of my thing. This one I was so lost in the plot and loved every minute of it, and so yeah, it was. What are you doing?
Floating.
Oh, you'll float too.
You float too.
Yeah, no, I loved it. It was brilliant, I thought.
Now,
What were your thoughts?
My thoughts. So, basically, to give you an assessment of how scared I am usually of horror movies, compared to Grimm, who literally used to watch Nightmare on Elm Street from the age of 6 every day as his favorite afternoon treat. Sorry, 4. I forget how old you are, baby. But yes, the first time I ever watched a proper horror movie, I was 16 and in a relationship with Dan. And the first movie we decided to put on was Scream.
Is that even a proper horror film?
It was to me. So, like, I think we watched only the Drew Barrymore scene before I was in a corner crying because I was that petrified and thought that the effects were so realistic that Ghostface was going to be outside my door and gut my throat. Yeah, I know.
It's right over there.
You should have seen the day he moved in was the day I wanted to move out. And yet I'm still here.
You can fly
you're
away
very
on your
attractive,
broom.
you know, it must be your calves. But alas, so with it, don't make fun of me because I say alas. Dumbledore says alas, so I'm going to say alas too. That is my argument and I'm sticking with it. Dumbledore is very wise too, babe. But, but yeah, It genuinely had me really, really shaky. So I've never watched the original. I know it's sacrilege to
Nor
anyone.
have I though, and I
But you're
yeah.
British. You're allowed to get away with it.
Well, I'm like the worst at movies. There's so many classics like The Matrix, two out of 3 Lord of the Rings, 5 out of actually it's more than 5. It's 6 out of 7 now. Star Wars. No, I've seen Fight Club. Love Fight Club. It took me until I got to uni to see Fight Club, but I saw it and I loved it. I don't even know if I've seen Back to the Future
Don't
in it
admit
full.
things you don't want people to hate you for.
Seen that though. Seen that one.
You're forgiven. Like with it, I don't like. I think the worst thing about horror movies is that I over anticipate. So like a lot of the time I'm like clinging onto Grimm's arm and like digging like nail trails in there, like
You
in
were
him
jumping
bleed and
around.
stuff.
They made us sit next to each other, so they were on either side, and they put the 2 scaredy cats in the middle so they could laugh at us both.
Yeah, we
And
kind of fed off each other
You were,
too, which made
I was watching you jumping around, and I was like, I'm quite enjoying this one. I'm not as scared.
I'm
And
glad
then
I
I
was
was
really
watching Chloe, and I was like
entertaining for you.
giggling.
I, on the other hand, like, I'm not generally scared of clowns. I'm scared of this clown. And I'm even more scared now because my dear love is wanting to purchase a suit and wear it frequently around the house so he can just scare the fuck out of me, for lack of a better term. Thank you for giving him the thumbs up, Gabby. It just shows values about our friendship.
I want to cosplay Richie so bad.
Ah,
Stranger
Stranger
yeah,
Things kid.
yeah.
That's right. How could I forget that? He is excellent, by the way. Everybody will love him.
Do you think that watching the original It will make the new one less entertaining?
I don't think it could detract from the new one because the new one was brilliant. If anything, seeing the new one before seeing the old one will make the old one less good.
Yeah.
Because you suddenly have this whole new standard of cinema that it has to stand up against. You gotta stop doing that.
Why? But then I don't get to do this.
I'm just gonna hang it here. I'm gonna hang it here, and you're banned from touching it.
This.
You know what? When it knocks over your precious little orb thing,
He's
It'll
full
be
of
your
money.
fault.
He's fine. He can hold it. Bang. But yeah. No, I to answer your question as well. Like I think from 2 different perspectives, if like having not seen the original, I think it was easier for me to appreciate the new one, and I don't think I'd like the old one as much, especially because I'm not a horror movie buff like you. So I think if you have watched the original, I think it just will show deeper appreciation for that original concept, and then how they've turned this one into a nicer artistic version. I don't know. Am I too forward in saying that?
no, I thought it was really, really beautifully shot. I thought the story was really well done. I didn't.
You're not right. It
there
gets
was
fucking hot in here.
there was
Shit.
that's the pressure.
Whew.
That's the pressure.
Drink more bets.
Don't forget the camera
gonna
adds
say-
like 5 pounds or whatever it is.
Like
as
no
well.
joke.
No
Like
pressure.
my boobs are feeling the heat so badly right now.
Shit, you should get them out.
Isn't it better when it's cold in here though?
Point taken. But
Point taken.
It as a movie was absolutely brilliant. From a horror movie perspective, I thought it was very, very accomplished as well. But yeah, I love movies in general, and like generally I tend to lean towards like the drama side, not sometimes the chick flick side. But yeah, as a movie, it was fucking amazing. Like, but I think fucking is emphasized, bold, underlined. Put it here in the box, and then just like bold underline it, Josh.
How many Boneyard arcade machines out of 11 are you going to give it?
23.
All right, I'm going to give it 5 out of 7.
Pennywise
It's a
did
7
it.
out of 5 actually, because I thought it was. I don't want to say perfect because you know what is perfect, but there was nothing about it that I didn't like. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was. The story was solid the whole way. There wasn't really any sort of dead, slow, like dragging on for the sake of whatever. The characters were lovable. The whole thing was just beautiful to watch, and I thought it was brilliant. There was nothing that really took me out of the moment. It was a really good film, and you should really go and see it, even if you don't love horror.
I'd just like to add, there is like a shitload of comic relief that actually makes this movie a perfect balance. Like, it'll leave you laughing as well as scared and like adoring, and it has bits of everything, which is what's fantastic about this movie.
I think we've pretty much just gushed over it for long enough.
I don't think we looked like we were scared enough. Just quite frankly, if there was movie footage, I think I would have been thoroughly entertaining as a person who shit their pants throughout the whole way through.
Well, we tried to organize for a clown to come in from over there where I almost knocked some more stuff over. But we don't have the budget. So send us $1 so we can get a clown to scare Chloe.
I personally request one dong. That's Thai money for anyone who's looking. At least no, wait. No, it's one butt for Thai money, isn't
Somebody
it?
just throw dildos at her.
Butt and dong. I want one butt and one dong. Done.
And on that note, I think it might be time
Yeah, no, let's give you back to Grimm and Lucky. They're thoroughly more
to throw back to the
entertaining.
professionals.
So that was great from Josh and Chloe. Thanks, guys, for
was-
that insight.
It was very interesting to hear what it
Most
was
amusing.
like
There is
from.
fucking beer all over the
There's
table.
beer everywhere. We've left for 2 fucking seconds, and if you've been watching live anywhere, you've noticed that it was spilt while we were gone. But at this point in time, we got to watch our plus ones, our little attachments, our extras,
I'm scared.
watching
That was Josh.
it and reviewing it. One person for their first time in front of a camera, and you could tell because she was saying really big scientific words.
She was so cute, though.
Josh,
I love
put a
Chloe.
scientific word here. No, I'm just kidding.
By the way, this beer tastes ass off the table.
Yeah, it's not the nicest out of the bottle
So
either.
our plus one saw it with us, and they gave their thoughts on it. Now we, as the horror fans, sit here having read the book, having watched the original movie, and now we give our opinion on the latest film.
Do you want to go first?
Can I just say,
Yes.
this movie, It, the
Yes.
latest version of It,
Yes.
has become my favorite movie in the entire existence of the world.
How fucking good is it?
Holy fucking shit. Can I just say, holy fucking shit. It was incredible. Every minute of it was enjoyable. It was scary. It was funny. It made me love the characters. You know, I fell in love with the Losers Club.
Yep.
And every single one of the kids just absolutely nailed their roles. The kid who plays Richie, the one from Stranger Things.
Yep.
He has just inspired me to be a funny dickhead and never stop being the funny one, because he was so essential in the whole movie. Like, it's all about, you know, being scared, and Richie just busts out these amazing one-liners, and I'm like, that is the person that you want to be. You want to be the fucking funny guy.
Yeah.
So I loved it. 100%, 5 out of 7
Yep.
tops.
It is a well-balanced movie. You go there and you get Pennywise scaring the shit out of you. And it's not just jump scares. There are literally my favorite Pennywise moments in this movie is literally when he's not moving. He's not saying shit. He's just sitting
And
in an
staring.
area. He's got blood on his mouth at times. He's holding limbs and shit. And you see him and you look at him and you're just like, you are the scariest when you don't move and you don't say shit. To me, I said to Chloe after we finished the film, I was like, when Pennywise is moving, he's talking, he's got his fucking jaws coming out of his face and he's like trying to eat them. I love it. But at the same time, I was like, his scariest moments when he was sitting there and he was just like,
He's just staring at you because he's got kind of
Like,
like the
yeah.
lazy eye lopsided thing going,
Yeah.
and you can hear him breathe,
Yeah.
and he kind of growls when he breathes, and it's like, fuck that.
yeah.
Like, if you're scared of clowns, this movie's probably going to do you in a bit.
I put a little poll out on Twitter it'll be Monday when this goes live. It'll be Monday. We refer to it as Monday when this goes live because this will be live practically Thursday.
Yeah.
So on Monday, I released a poll.
Oh, yep. Okay.
And I was just like, let's find out who's interested in seeing this film, who's afraid of clowns and who's not really afraid of clowns. I got like 170 votes and I was like, okay, that's fine.
pretty good.
For that number, I'm fine to mention it. And 71% of people said that they were interested in seeing the film. But there was a good bunch of people who were like, I'm keen to see the film, but I fucking hate clowns.
Yep.
If you fucking hate clowns, this movie will give you the jitters.
Yep.
But
But in like a really good way.
I fucking love clowns.
Me too. I'm the same. Like,
I want to be a scary clown.
that's a good thing to aspire
Yeah,
to.
I want to be a scary clown. I love the fact that a clown will scare a person.
Yes.
And this movie knows that.
Yep.
And it has literally played up to that.
Yeah, they play on every bit of the clown thing to get you scared.
Yeah.
But that said, like, you found the movie really funny as well, didn't you?
I did, and the Losers Club is perfect for that. You get that little Richie kid who just keeps
So
popping these
great.
one-liners, and he's got so many like dick measuring jokes in it.
Oh.
I just think it's fucking
The
great.
amount of dick jokes that come over to those kids, it's just like...
But the fact it came from the kid from Stranger Things, he's the only... Realistically, I don't think I recognized another character in that, like another actor in that movie. I feel
No.
like this Richie kid, the kid that plays... I don't remember his name, but he's from Stranger Things. You'll know him when you see him. He does so many funny one-liners, and he brings the story back from being just a scary film to something that we can look at and laugh and forget about being scared until it's time to see the clown again. And then when you see Pennywise, you're like, oh, fuck, man, this guy's like
Oh
scary.
yeah, I remember where I am. I'm sitting in a movie theater watching a movie about a killer clown who's basically a demon from like the upteenth century or whatever
Yeah,
it is.
you've read the book.
Yes.
You've seen the original film
Yes.
with Tim Curry.
Yeah.
It's Tim Curry.
Yeah.
I've done that as well. I've seen both. I've seen the movie. I've read the book as a younger, when I was younger. I thought the book was amazing. I liked the original TV film
Yeah.
when I was younger as well. I don't recall being scared of it. I remember just looking at it being like, oh, I like clowns. And this clown to me, even the original Tim Curry Pennywise, was not scary to me. He was kind of like, oh, I'm a fucking clown.
He was meant to be scary
like,
to some people. Like he was definitely not scary outright in the way that certain things are scary. He was meant to play on the clown thing. Whereas Pennywise in the latest film, he takes on the form of things that are actually quite terrifying to people rather than just being a clown, because that's Pennywise's thing.
And he's a scary clown.
Yeah, fuck me dead.
Yeah.
The thing that I just want to quickly say about the movie before we finish up everything is that when we were sitting in the cinemas, I sat down in my seat and I thought, I want them to get this opening scene right. Because the first part of the book where Georgie's sailing his boat down the stream in the gutter.
Fucking Georgie.
I read that over and over and over. That kid was so cute. And when he was all like, I was like, oh. But anyway, I was watching the latest movie and I was just like, they have nailed that opening scene, because they set it up for you to love Georgie. They set it up for you to love Bill.
Yep.
They introduce Pennywise in the creepiest possible way.
Yeah.
And it gets super violent and it gets super gory and it goes 0 to 100 horror-wise real fucking quick.
Yeah.
And it is amazingly gripping.
How good is that Bill Skarsgård guy as a clown?
Oh!
Just as a creepy clown.
He's odd look. Like we googled it
Yeah,
after.
yeah.
He's odd looking
Motherfucker's
to
got
kind
them
of begin
eyes.
with.
He's got them sunken eyes and shit.
Perfect. Like, oh my gosh, yes.
I mean,
love it.
I'm gonna like straight out say, if I could look like a person that you look at someone, you're like, fuck, if I could look like that.
Yeah.
Bill Skarsgård.
Really?
Yeah, give me that
weird.
creepy as fuck look. I don't give a shit if I never if I never like manage to attract a single person. Make me creepy looking as fuck.
Yeah,
I'm
make
down.
me weird.
I'll take it.
I like
Because
that.
as soon as I'm looking creepy as a normal person, it just means I'm gonna fucking scare the pants off of you when I'm like in a creepy form later.
Yeah.
So I feel like he killed it. The movie was awesome. It had funny moments. It had scary moments. To me, I now have gone back and watched the original It.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
We
have the
finished up
capacity.
and I was like, I've got it here. And I was like, I'm
You
going to check
give
this
to
shit
me.
out. Yeah, I got it. You can have it.
I showed you Josh.
I went back and watched it and I was like, I respect it for the fact that it is a classic and it built us to where we're at currently. The book and the movie, they helped the current It become what it is.
Yeah.
But I go back now and I watch it and I appreciate it for the fact I know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate it for being a scary movie because I'm
No.
like, fuck, there is a whole new level now.
Yeah, it's taken it to the next level,
Yeah.
and they've really done the book justice. And the original movie is it's a really good bridge for people who don't necessarily want to read the book or can't read the book for whatever reason. But the main difference in this film is that it's not really a spoiler, but just in case,
Yeah, go
is that it solely focuses on the kids.
The kids.
Whereas in the book and the original movie, they have it's predominantly focused on the adults.
Yep.
So they'll go through and they'll do the flashbacks of the kids and like being in Derry and like originally encountering Pennywise. And then in the other movie, they go back as adults to
Yep.
Derry and they're like, it's back, 27 years later, it's come back, blah, blah, blah. And it focuses on the adults.
Yep.
This movie focuses on the kids. That's all you get. You only get the kids.
I like that.
I loved it. I
Yep.
loved it for that reason. And so, who knows what can happen in the future.
Yep.
But it's so perfect and it's beautiful and I loved it. And the music is great.
It really does make me hope for a sequel. Because we've got Jason, we've got Freddy, we've got Chucky,
yeah.
we've got Michael Myers. I want to see we've got, I mean, he's had 3 movies. We've got Ghostface. I want to see Pennywise become one of those killers that we get as a classic. He's our fucking classic killer.
He kills through time,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
you know?
he just keeps coming back.
I want him to be something, because there have been so many movies out there that have tried to reinvent or even add to the list of classic killers that we've got out there. Give us fucking Pennywise. We need a clown in that picture.
Yeah.
We've got a doll. We've got a dude in a scary hood and a mask. We've got the dude who kills you in your dreams. We've got the fucking guy who can't die with a hockey
We've got
mask.
it. We need clowns.
We need a clown.
He's so scary, and people have gone out and they've said it. They've been like, we are fucking terrified of clowns. And I'm like, it's about bloody time that in modern society, we have, a clown killer.
We even had the movie that tried to give us an old man that was blind injecting people with a fucking turkey baster.
That was that made me
This
gay.
is fucked up.
It was a
But
good movie though.
he's a one-time show, you know?
Yeah, he's not a timeless character like, you know, Pennywise.
Give
would
us a
be.
Pennywise. Give us the clown that is going to be here for a few movies. Give us a bunch of horror movies that
Give
lead
me
on.
2 more movies for fuck's sake. I need it in my life.
Horror fan deluxe fucking loves horror movies, lives with the shit in his life. I give it a 9 at least in the sense of horror movie. I enjoyed it. It says thanks to the classics, but it stands on its own 2 feet.
Yep.
That's, to me, it comes out on the 7th here in Australia. I believe it's the 8th in the States.
Yep.
Go check it out. I think it's going to be something that you'll enjoy. If you've enjoyed the past movies, don't go in there thinking it's going to ruin your childhood. Go in there thinking it's going to build on something you loved.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. Can't agree more.
I like comic books. I don't like reading much, but it still makes me want to go back and read the novel again.
Yeah.
That's
it.
check it out.
It's checked all of the boxes.
Yeah.
For me, and so I can't recommend it enough. If I gave it a rating, it would be 10.
Yeah.
It'd be 10 out of 10
Yeah.
easily. I laughed and I felt sad and I loved the characters and I was scared, but I sat there and I was entertained every single minute.
Yep.
So there you go. That is our review of the movie.
That's right. And there's going to be bits of like Chloe and Josh surely like edited in here. You've gotten a bunch of different perspectives. Go see that shit. It's really good. It's coming out around the time that this is released.
We've pushed it back to the midnight release for funsies.
Yeah.
Just because that way we're not under embargo anymore.
Yeah.
Yay.
I feel like it's worth it because I think it's a great movie. So most definitely go and see it. I'm going to see it at least 2 more times because I've got people who
40.
want to fucking see it with me. So it'll be something worth watching. Go check it out.
Good.
Bill Skarsgård.
Good.
Stranger Things kid. Bunch of other awesome children.
So cute. I'm putting them on lay-by.
Yeah. Do you want to wrap us up?
I will.
I'll
Guys,
sit here
if
and
you
sip my
have enjoyed this podcast, please remember to hit the subscribe button. As always, like the video. If you don't want to like the video, that's okay. As long as you hit the subscribe button, I don't give a shit what you do. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. We're at Boneyard Arcade. You can follow me at Lucky
You
Bones.
can follow me at Grimm Bones. Subscribe to our shit. Make sure you check out our social media profiles. If you've got anything you'd like us to do in future or you have ideas for us to put on video, we're always open to the suggestions that you have.
In the comments.
Put them in the comments of this video. We will most definitely be reading them and responding to you. Until next time, what's the word? You pick the word this week.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao, ciao. The fuck is a ciao, ciao?
A Chin Chow is a Pokemon.